Oh, it looks so good. Yo, I love your suit. You look amazing.
You look amazing. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
So
We have to
good.
do this.
I'll do it again.
You can be seated. Welcome, everyone. My name is Ryan, and Paulette and Kevin have given me permission to speak on their behalf. So if you haven't heard it yet today, they're so happy you're here and so grateful you made this trip to Mexico City. There are so many people here who they love. They want to specifically thank their immediate families. On Kevin's side, his mom, Sandy, his sister, Jessica, brother-in-law, Tyler, and nephews, James and Sam. And on Paulette's side, her parents, Rosanna and Ali, her brother, Oliver, sister-in-law, Claire, and nephews, Alden and Connor. There are people here today from Brazil, Denmark, Mexico, Iran, Colombia, Puerto Rico, Texas, New York, Oregon, Washington, Colorado, Maine, and that's not everyone. This speaks not only to the international life that you two lead, but also to how loved that you are, that these people came here for you. And speaking on behalf of the guests, thank you, Paulette and Kevin, for bringing us here. The world can feel really sad and heavy, so on days like this, it matters when we get to celebrate love. And one quick request before we dive in, please tuck your phones away and don't take photos during the ceremony. There's a wonderful photographer capturing everything so that you can be fully present, and then you'll be able to take all the pictures you want during the reception. So to give you some background, I first met Paulette in 2006 when she arrived as a freshman at Linfield College in Oregon. I was a senior, and Paulette's brother Oliver was my roommate. And I have to say a special thank you to Rosanna and Ali for raising two of my favorite people. I also want to say, Ali has some special shoes on. Those are courtesy of Kevin because there was a shoe malfunction before the ceremony started. So back to our college days, to set the scene, it was the first weekend of the school year, and Oliver said we needed to throw a party to welcome his little sister to college. We decided on a P party in honor of Paulette, where everyone dressed up as something starting with the letter P. Right out of the gate, Paulette made it clear that she could keep up with us. And by keep up, I mean with our intellect, our discourse, and our upstanding behavior. We've been friends ever since. After college, Paulette and I were both living in Europe and saw each other there. Then we both moved to the East Coast around the same time and visited each other for years until I eventually moved to New York City, and she welcomed me with open arms as a tour guide, a partner in crime, and a guardian angel, helping me feel immediately at home in a city that can otherwise feel overwhelming and lonely for newcomers. Fast forward a few years, Paulette moved from New York to Austin. She was both excited and nervous about the move, and one thing I remember her specifically worrying about was dating. Austin, of course, is a pretty big city, but she was worried the dating pool would feel small compared to New York. And she worried if she would find a Texas boy who shared her values and worldview. Spoiler alert, she did. It wasn't too long after she arrived in Austin that I started hearing about Kevin, and immediately it sounded promising. I went to visit early on in their relationship, and when I first met Kevin, I had the same feeling that I did when I first met Paulette. He was smart and kind, could be both serious and funny, and it was so easy to talk with him. It was as if I'd known him for years. I was so happy because he's the type of person you want your friend to find. And the two of them seemed like a natural fit from the first time I saw them together, partly because of all they have in common. They agree on what they see as the best things in life: great restaurants, traveling, going to shows, and getting outside for picnics and swimming. They both have a fierce love for their families and friends and feel incredibly lucky to have them. They really love their dog, Pancho. As Kevin's grandparents used to say, they're Mexicans, not Mexicants. They're both a little stubborn and a little passionate. And they both believe in doing the work to find love and to love more. And not just romantic love, but love for their whole communities. On that note, I want to share two poems by Rumi, a 13th century Persian poet. Many of you know Paulette is Persian, her dad is from Iran, and many of her family members are here today. Yesterday was Nowruz, the first day of Persian New Year, and it's a celebration of spring, renewal, and new beginnings, which is fitting for today. Paulette and Kevin also invite you to take a look at the Haftzin table to welcome Nowruz while you're here. From Rumi, your task is not to search for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. Tu tarea no es buscar el amor, sino simplemente buscar y encontrar todos los barreras dentro de que has construido contra él. And the spring of love arrives to transform the dust into a garden. The call is heard from the heavens to bid the wings of the soul to fly. The sea becomes filled with pearls. The dry land receives the water of life. The stone becomes a ruby, and the body becomes fully soul. La primavera del amor llega para transformar el polvo en un jardín. El llamado se escucha desde los cielos para invitar a las alas de alma a volar. El mar se llena de perlas, la tierra seca recibe el agua de la vida. La piedra se vuelve rubí, y el cuerpo se convierte en pura alma. Beyond being in love, I asked Paulette and Kevin specifically why they think their relationship works so well. Kevin said it's their basis of trust and respect for each other, and then choosing each other every day, showing commitment by investing time and energy in working on themselves to the benefit of the relationship. Both of them want to keep growing. In turn, Paulette said that by the time they met, they were both stubborn, and I should say both of them brought up how stubborn they are. They're both stubborn, independent adults, confident in who they were and what they wanted. And while all of these things are still true, they're both willing to learn and relearn again how to communicate, compromise, and grow together. When I look at what a good fit Paulette and Kevin are, it's amazing to consider the roads that led them to each other. specifically the sliding doors moments where specific decisions set them on a path that would determine the rest of their lives. What if Paulette hadn't gotten the job in Austin? What if either of them had given in to the exhausting process of early dating and decided they were just too tired to go on a second or third date? What if they hadn't both said yes to going to Spain and Portugal together only 3 months into the relationship, where they fell in love dancing in the streets late at night? When you think of all the other ways this could have gone, two people coming together like this could be seen as fate. And fate is romantic. Fate is lucky, but fate doesn't necessarily mean love, and love doesn't necessarily mean marriage. We are here today because these two have decided to turn their connection into something more. They've decided to get married. Fate is accidental, marriage is decidedly intentional. In the US Supreme Court ruling for Obergefell versus Hodges in 2015, Justice Kennedy said, "No union is more profound than marriage, for it embodies the highest ideals of love, fidelity, devotion, sacrifice, and family. In forming a marital union, two people becoming something greater than they once were." We could ask the question, why do people get married? And a basic answer to this is love. But it's also wanting to express to the world that this is your partner for life. Even though you've already made that mental commitment to and said so to your partner, marriage is the public declaration of that commitment. And a natural follow-up question, why do people stay married? What makes it work? And I think the answer is just as romantic, if not more so, than the romance of a fateful meeting. People stay married because they choose to, every day. Even on the hard days, they choose to honor their commitment and keep showing up for each other. Paulette and Kevin, you're getting married today. Surprise. And today is fun and hopefully easy. But on the days when it's not fun or easy, think back to today and how you felt and how you're surrounded by the people who came here to support you, not only because they love you, but because they believe in you and they believe in you as a couple. We've all come to know you as the fantastic, supporting, loving individuals that you are, and now we know you as a pair. And as wonderful as you've always been, in each other, you found a partner who makes you even better. And now, these two have a few things they'd like to say. Paulette, you'll go first.
Kevin, the day has finally come. I can't believe it. I know you can't either. We met nearly 4 short years ago, and somehow it feels like both a lifetime ago and just yesterday. From the beginning, watching your dog training skills in action, seeing the way you care for the dog of my dreams, Poncho, and taking a spontaneous trip to Europe soon after meeting, I knew you were becoming someone incredibly special to me. And as I got to know you, I saw more of who you are. You are so fun. You push me to be more adventurous, to say yes to the more expensive dinner or hotel, to sing and dance, and to say just one more with our friends. You live your life fully, and you push me to live my life more fully too. You're deeply connected to who you are. You're always working to improve your Spanish and embrace your identity. I love that we're building a future that reflects both of us, our families, our friends, our cultures, and our experiences. You're resilient. You've navigated some of life's hardest moments and never let loss or grief harden you. You've committed to improving yourself, becoming more vulnerable, opening your heart even wider. You care about people, you want to learn from others, and you share in both the heartache and the beauty of the world around us. Because of all of this, I feel so lucky to be a part of your world. Your friends and family, they reflect who you are. They're loyal, loving, and kind. And I love the way you've become a part of my family and my community. You love my friends, and you're always willing to make trips to see them. The way you talk about Mexican food with my mom, soccer games and house projects with my dad, and how you genuinely want to spend time with my brother, with Claire, Alden, and Connor. It means so much to me. And when the world feels heavy, as it does a lot these days, You anchor me in love and you keep me steady. And I know I can always count on you. I know that we'll take care of each other through the hardest moments. I dream of this life with you, and I feel so excited and honored to build it with you. I love you. We're not supposed to kiss.
Paulettita, the first time I heard your laugh, saw your smile, I knew I was in trouble. Your laugh, your smiles, your happiness and joy is something that fills me up, makes me feel whole. And I knew early on I did not want to live without it. I couldn't. Paulette, your passion and love for your family and your friends is unmatched, and equally the love your friends and family give back to you is something that has hit me to my core. Seeing this love you share with your friends and family were moments I felt blown away, falling further in love with you. Then I fell in love with your strength, your determination, your curiosity, your love for life, your love for picnics. You drive to see a better world and build a better community for all. The way you stand up for those who are unseen, marginalized, and how you speak with clarity and calm, even when others cannot or choose not to understand. Your indignation for inequality reminds me so much of my father. How you give your time, your heart, and your respect to anyone, regardless of their background, fills me with such pride, because these values were instilled in me as a child by my parents, and I see them fully alive in you. I fell even deeper in love with you for your reverence for where you come from, your respect for those who came before us, our ancestors, our grandparents, our parents, our siblings. You understand that we are not here alone, that everything we achieve is built on the sacrifices and courage of those who carved the path so we can stand here today, together, creating this beautiful shared life. And the person you are today reflects the incredible community that surrounds you, the one that you have built. These are the people who have shaped you into the most beautiful soul with a heart full of empathy and a drive so powerful it sometimes can frighten me, because I know it makes me the luckiest person in the world to be with someone who has these qualities. To walk beside you through this life, to build our future grounded in love for our world, our community, our family, our friends, and our poncho, is the greatest gift I could have asked for. I am so blessed, so grateful to have this love and support from all these people here today, and that this universe brought us together to walk hand in hand, connected forever. Jamás pensé que encontraría una persona tan increíble como ti. Te amo por siempre, mi amor.
There's a lot of kissing going on, and I think it's premature. Okay, so now we're going to get down to business. Paulette and Kevin, you have chosen each other as partners in life. Today, you're making a commitment to one another to continue building a life together rooted in love, respect, adventure, and happiness. Paulette, do you promise to walk through this life with Kevin as your partner, to continue growing together, to support each other in hard times and in good, to build a home filled with love, to foster community, and to care for the world around you?
I do.
And Kevin, do you promise to walk through this life with Paulette as your partner, to continue growing together, to support each other in hard times and in good, to build a home filled with love, to foster community, and to care for the world around you?
I do.
Now they're going to exchange rings. And now the vows. I, Paulette, choose you, Kevin, as my partner in life.
I, Paulette, choose you, Kevin, as my partner in life.
I promise to grow alongside you to support your hopes and dreams,
I promise to grow alongside you and support your hopes and dreams,
to share new adventures,
to share new adventures,
and to fill our days with love, kindness, and playfulness.
and to fill our days with love, kindness, and playfulness.
When hard times do come,
When hard times do come,
in those moments, I promise to be there for you,
in those moments, I promise to be there for you,
to protect and support you.
to protect and support you.
I promise to cherish and honor each other,
I promise to cherish and honor each other,
our family, our friends, and our community.
our family, our friends, and our community.
To remember that we belong to something much bigger than ourselves,
To remember that we belong to something much bigger than ourselves,
and to nurture and care for the world around us.
and to nurture and care for the world around us.
I choose you today and always.
I choose you today and always.
And now, Kevin. I, Kevin, choose you, Paulette, as my partner in life.
I, Kevin, choose you, Paulette, as my partner in life.
I promise to grow alongside you to support your hopes and dreams,
I promise to grow alongside you to support your hopes and dreams,
to share new adventures,
to share new adventures,
and to fill our days with love, kindness, and playfulness.
and to fill our days with love, kindness, and playfulness.
When hard times do come,
When hard times do come,
in those moments, I promise to be there for you,
in those moments, I promise to be there for you,
to protect and support you.
to protect and support you.
I promise to cherish and honor each other,
I promise to cherish and honor each other,
our family, our friends, and our community.
our family, our friends, and our community.
To remember that we belong to something much bigger than ourselves,
To remember that we belong to something much bigger than ourselves,
and to nurture and care for the world around us.
and to nurture and care for the world around us.
I choose you today and always.
I choose you today and always.
Okay, Paulette and Kevin, you have expressed your love to one another through the commitment and promises you've just made. With these vows, and in front of your family and friends, you're married, and I'm going to step out of the picture so that you can kiss for a third time. Let's keep it going for Kevin Bass and Paulette Soltani.
joining us here. One of the happiest days of my life. I spoke with many of you. It's a very, very special occasion. Paulette and Kevin's marriage. In the U.S., I think there's a saying that on the wedding day, the father, me, gives away his daughter. Honestly, I don't feel like that. I don't feel like I'm giving away my daughter. In fact, the way I feel is like our family is growing by having another son. And for that, I need to say thanks to his mom, Sandy. Very special. As I look around here, and really what made this occasion happen at all is diversity. Diversity of languages, diversity of cultures, diversity of people of different kinds. All kinds of diversity, cultures. I think this is honestly, it's a miracle. And I'm the father of Oliver and Paulette, my kids. I'm supposed to be giving them the lessons of life. But I've learned a lot from them. And this one here, Este, I have to thank her especially for reinforcing the values of diversity for me. With her beliefs, with her words, with her work, with everything she does. I have to thank you. I just hope that more people in power in this world come to embrace diversity, whereby they can bring more tranquility and peace to the world. Yes. Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate it. Ahora, voy a tratar mismo en español. Más que nada, muchísimas gracias para venir aquí y juntarnos en esta ocasión más alegre para mí. Muy especial. Muchísimas gracias por eso. En Estados Unidos, yo creo que hay un dicho que dicen en esta noche, el papá, yo, regala, entrega a su hija. No. Pero así no me siento. Así no me siento. Lo que me siento es que yo voy a tener mi hija. Pero además, vamos a agregar la familia con un hijo. Y por eso necesito dar gracias a Sandy, mamá de Kevin. Lo que veo aquí, lo que nos dejó esta noche posible, es diversidad, yo creo. Diversidad de culturas, de idiomas, de tradiciones, de todas formas, entre ustedes. Eso es un milagro. Y necesito dar gracias a mi hija Paulette. Porque aunque yo soy el padre y necesito que dar lecturas de la vida a mis hijos Oliver y Paulette, ellos me dan unas lecturas. En el caso de Paulette, gracias hija, para reforzar los valores de diversidad con su trabajo, con sus hechos, pensamientos, todo. Eso es algo muy especial. Y espero que más gentes de poder de este mundo van a embrazar esas palabras, ¿no? ¿Cómo? Bueno, cualquiera. Para mejorar esta vida por todos en este mundo. Sí. Otra vez, muchísimas gracias a todos. Se me olvidó decirlo en inglés. Happy New Year, Happy Persian New Year. عزیزان ایرانی من سوالمند رو ترسم برای عزیزان ایرانی من سرتون رو با تمام اینا دوباره درد نمیارم چون میرم همتون انگلیسی درست صحبت میکنم میفهمید من بگم خیلی به من افتخار داریم واقعا ممنونم از همتون با اومدتون اینجا خیلی خوشحالم خیلی خوشحالم. برای من خیلی ارزش داشت. ممنونم به موافقت من زمان. That's pretty much it. I hope you all the best and enjoy the night.
Wow, what a hard act to follow. That was beautiful. Thank you, Ali. And thank you to the Sultanis for this beautiful wedding, this beautiful weekend. What a gift to be here and watch this incredible matrimony of my little brother and Paulette. I mean, thank you, Ali. Hi, I'm Jess. I'm Kevin's big sister. It has been the honor of my lifetime, one of the honors of my lifetime. I'm also a mom. Being your big sister. I mean, from the time you were born, you were just the light of our lives. And Mom always tells a story of when you were born and you got you in the hospital. You'd cry and I'd run around the house like, somebody help me, get him a bottle, help me, help me. I just always have this natural caretaking for you. I mean, you're my little brother and we've been through so much together and through all the ups and downs of our family. Our mom's been our rock and held us together and reminded us that family is everything. Amina is todo. I mean, that's what her parents taught her. And I just love that, it's such a gift to see that we're, bonding together two families with this rich history of Mexicana. That's what we were raised. So it's Mexicana. So it's just so beautiful. I've also loved hearing about these stories, you and Paulette, and I think about our childhood, and while it had its ups and downs, we had so many beautiful memories. Think about going to Vancouver with Dad and whale watching, and we didn't see any whales, and so my dad said, well, we're just going to rent a plane and watch some whales and charter a plane, and it was such an incredible memory, and that was so Dad. Like, live life to its fullest and just enjoy every minute. We had so many
Expensive dinners.
we had so many fun beach trips, got stuck in the sand every time, inevitably. But you were my built-in best friend. I mean, I dressed you up with makeup and all. So. But you just really have always been a best friend, a built-in best friend. And I think too about the values that you hold and what makes you so incredible and steadfast in your values and what centers you are those morals. And it's why I married to be an incredible husband to Paulette. I think back to the time when you were in oil and gas and you called me once and you said, it's right after Dad had died. And you said, Jess, I don't know if I can be in this industry anymore. Dad's passing has taught me that life is short, and I want to live my true values, and I think I'm going to leave oil and gas. And my immediate response was, oh my gosh, you can't make too much money. I'm so glad you listened to your big sister, because what I just admire most about you are your values and how you hold true to them, and that is unwavering for you. And that is one of the most important values to have in a marriage and bring to your partner. And again, this is why I know you're going to be an incredible husband and partner. Paulette, when you came into Kevin's lives and our lives, you brightened it. It went to Technicolor. It was in real color. You could see the energy and the love and the light that you brought to us, the calming effect you brought to our family. I mean, you were just so patient and loving and kind. I love the way you love your family and your friends, and I feel the same way, Ali. I feel like our lives expanded. I mean, I'm on vacations. Like, your grandbabies love my boys. Like, this is just, it's meant to be. It's just so beautiful, and I'm so thankful for what you brought to our family and what you brought to my brother. I hope that you guys cherish this. Marriage has peaks and valleys. It is so wonderful and beautiful, and I hope that every day you choose each other and you think about what you did yesterday in front of God and your family and the beautiful family ceremony, the commitment you made to each other in front of God, and then the commitment today in front of all of your friends that have flown all over the earth to be here. This means something. That these are your people. These are who will hold you up in the good times and the bad times, the peaks and the valleys. Lean on us. We're praying for you. We're wanting the best for you. We also want nieces and grandbabies. I have so many amazing clothes and jewelry that I'm holding on to for your babies. Sorry. I'm so excited. And I was going through some old notes, and I found a letter from my dad. He wrote it to us when we were at sleepaway camp. He said, Jess, be kind to your brother, love him, remember the James Taylor song, shower the people you love with love. And our dad had an uncanny ability to pull the most obtuse song and make it so relevant. And you were the same. You find these obtuse songs, and it's so perfect. But I say that because love is all that you need, right? And this is what this is love. And I'm just so happy for you guys. So let's raise a glass to love and choosing each other over and over again. And my nieces.
Some of you won't be surprised that Kevin and I woke up and had to write our vows this morning. But we didn't necessarily prepare for this speech, but we've been talking for months at this point about how much of a privilege it is to be able to do this. And it wouldn't be our wedding if we didn't bring some realness to the space that we're in. And the truth is there is so much suffering and heaviness and pain, and people's identities are being attacked. There's genocides happening. There's all kinds of really, really awful things going on in the world. And to be able to have an event like this with the people that we love is something that is truly just such a privilege, and we're so honored that you're all here. It's a privilege to be getting married to the person that I love, with the families that I love, with the friends that I love, and I really hope you know how thankful we are for that, and that every day that we plan this, I've thought about how much of a privilege it is for us to be able to do this. So, thank you for taking the time to come here, for spending the resources you have, for being here for us in the good and the bad. Like Jessica said, humanity is in a rough place, as we can all agree, and we're going to have this kind of love is what's going to be able to keep us afloat. So, I'll try to say this in Spanish in a quicker version, but nada más queríamos dar las gracias a todos los que están aquí. Todos los días que hemos estado planeando nuestra boda, hemos pensado en el privilegio de poder hacer un evento con las personas que amamos durante un tiempo cuando hay tanto mal en el mundo, que hay guerras que no deben estar pasando, la gente está atacada por el gobierno de los Estados Unidos, hay muchas cosas horribles pasando en este mundo. La verdad es que es un privilegio poder traer a la gente a México para crear este tipo de evento con las personas que amamos. Y el amor, realmente el amor, es lo único que puede sostenernos a nosotros y a todos los que están aquí en este lugar. Entonces, gracias, los amamos mucho y queremos festejar ahora con ustedes.
I don't think there's a whole lot left to say.
Try it.
I will not speak in español. He aprendido español para mi toda vida, pero no tengo las palabras de Ali y Paulette, so in English for me. But I just want to say, as I look around this room, I'm so filled with love and joy and happiness. To be a part of the Soltani family has been such an incredible journey to get to know you guys, to have the welcome that y'all have given me. It is truly one of the biggest reasons I fell in love with your daughter, your sister, your aunt. She is an amazing human being. And y'all are an amazing family, and your love and respect to one another is just something I hold so dear. And these are values that were instilled with me for my family. And having this union together means so, so much. And to see everybody here in this moment where things are bad, but we can take a pause, a respect from these things, and come together and celebrate with each other, because this is what it is about. Loving each other, bringing community together, and holding each other dear. So thank y'all for coming and joining us for this one night. Let's make it special. No more tears, dancing, have some fun, teach some stuff, great time. We love you all so much. Thank you all so much for coming.